elementary school teachers' experience of model-based practice in physical education throughout PE teacher stage and in-service teacher stage, and to investigate their perception of model-based practice in physical education based on their experience. Specific research questions are: first, what experience do Korean elementary school teachers have with model-based practice in physical education? And second, how do Korean elementary school teachers perceive model-based practice in physical education? Next is conceptual framework. This research is based on phenomenological approaches among 5 approaches of qualitative research suggested by Creswell and Poe. In this research, teachers' experience of model-based practice in pre-teacher stage and in-service teacher stage will be investigated through in-depth interviews with their own voices, and their perception of model-based practice will also be examined based on those lived experience. The concept of phenomenology was first introduced by Edmund Husserl, who suggested that another adequate philosophical method should be developed in order to fully investigate human conscience, other than scientific methods. In phenomenology, researchers collect data from each individual's common or shared experience and try to explore, describe, analyze the meaning of individual lived experience. Creswell and Poe suggested features of phenomenological approaches as follows. First, a phenomenon is investigated and phrased in a single concept. 2. A group of individuals have shared and common experience. 3. A phenomenological approach requires a philosophical discussion about the basic ideas. 4th, a phenomenological reflection is involved, which indicates bracketting a reduction of a researcher's personal experience. Van Manen also argued that good phenomenological studies on common experience should describe individuals' lived experience in details and then provide a meaning and an insight on those experiences. Next is literature review. First article is Model-Based Practice, Great White Hope and White Elephant by Cassie. This is a systematic review of 45 articles to investigate teachers' perceptions of model-based practice and consequence of using model-based practice. Next article is Adopting a Model-Based Approach to Teaching Physical Education by Cassie and McVale. This article addresses challenges related to model-based practice and provide practical insight into its implementation. The last article is Knowledge Toward Practice, Implication for Model-Based Instruction through Identifying Hanaro Teaching Specific Teacher Knowledge. This article investigated teachers' knowledge for model-based practice through a specific pedagogical model called Hanaro Teaching. Next is methods. As this research will be conducted based on teachers' articulation on their experience and perception, there is no need for researchers to enter the setting directly, which indicates that there are relatively less harm to participants themselves. However, as interview considerably depends on a relationship between interviewer and interviewee, candidness of interviewee cannot fully guaranteed if emotional distance between interviewer and interviewee is too close or too far. In terms of participants on this research will be 5 elementary school teachers in Seoul, South Korea. Based on purposeful sampling on elementary school teachers with more than 5 years of teaching experience and elementary school teachers who have obtained a bachelor's degree, Next is researcher positionality. Researcher I obtained bachelor's degree in Seoul National University of Education, which is a specialized college for elementary school education. And I have 4 years of teaching experience in public elementary school located in Seoul, South Korea. My personal experience and belief can give me a keen eye as an insider to detect unnoticed level clues for their articulation of experience and perception. But on the other hand, there is a possibility that it can lead me to make not fully justified connections among irrelevant data. Thank you.
Thank you, Seunghyun. That's really good. It's really interesting to get the Korean perspective of models-based practice. I've never, it's not an area of my that I've ever delved into. Yeah, good job. I have a question just about your participants. So this is it's really exciting, it's really ambitious study that you're proposing here. I'm just wondering, because your participants are going to be Korean teachers, issues about entering the site are a little bit different for you. I'm just wondering how you intend to enter the site, because you're not going to fly to Korea, but how are you going to what are you going to do to ensure that you can access your participants in a suitable way that's ethical as well too, I guess?
Okay, so there are a lot of internet sites, like internet community between Korean elementary school teachers. So maybe I can recruit my participants through that site, and I can collect data through Skype, and which is the most easiest way for them.
Okay, very good. Good. And I'm just wondering as well, and this is just you can help me out with this, in terms of time zone, would that be an issue in terms of access to participants?
I think maybe I should make the suitable time. I think I have to schedule the most suitable time for them, because if they have some difficulties with interviews, they will not participate in this research. So I think maybe when I schedule the interview time, I have to make the time work.
Yeah, okay, well, good that you're considering that. Thanks for that, Seunghyun. I think Eddie has a question here as well.
Yeah, Seunghyun. Hi. Yeah, I'm very excited about your research topic, because I have the same feeling, because China and Korean, they share almost the same culture and they have almost the same system. And in China, we have the same problem. So one question for me is like, I want to know if there's any curriculum that existing now in Korea that about model-based practice, or something about that. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Korean national curriculum has some specific contents about model-based practice, and also there are a lot of contents in PE textbook. So I think model-based practice is kind of explicit content in the curriculum. But the problem is elementary school teachers don't use that in most cases.
Yeah, I think so. In China, we have the same problem. So
yeah.
I hope this study will help us to understand why the teachers, they don't want to apply the model-based practice in their daily teaching. There are many multiple factors or reasons in there.
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think you will dig more information about that.
Seunghyun, I have just one more question, and it's related to Eddie's question. So you talk about your positionality. It's very clear that you're you're very passionate about models-based practice. Can you maybe just give us a bit of insight into your own experience of teaching models-based practice in Korea, and maybe how that maybe differs to what might be the norm, I guess, in North or in South Korea?
Okay. As an elementary school teacher, I went through kind of like national classes to learn about a lot of contents about physical education. So I think using pedagogical models, using model-based practice can be a great blueprint for teachers, to make a structure for their classes and lesson plans or something. Yeah, so I applied cooperative learning into my PE classes when I was an elementary school teacher, and teaching games for understanding, of course, because there are a lot of competitive games.
Right.
Yeah, introduced in the textbook. Yeah, but as an insider, I saw a lot of elementary school teachers just let their students play with the ball, not using pedagogical models at all. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering then, and it's great that you have this insider perspective, because it feels like you have very good knowledge of the of models-based practice, and of course you have experience yourself as a teacher of delivering models-based practice, and you know the benefit of it that's shown in so many research studies. I'm just wondering then, and I'm just trying to pick this out in my head, what kind of bias might that possibly have in terms of the participants? Do you think your participants, because they know this is something you're very passionate about and strongly about, do you think that might be a problem for them talking to you if they feel that they may not be doing a good job with it? Or how do you think that there's a bias there from your side, or from that might, or also there might be a bias that might affect them as well?
Yeah, so that can be a little problem for me. So I think when I recruit my participants,
Okay.
I think the participants should be not my colleagues or co-workers.
Yes.
Because our emotional distance is too close. So that can be kind of biased. So when I recruit the participants, as I said, I will use kind of internet community because they don't know me. So that can be kind of solutions for that, I think.
Okay, right, yeah. All right, really good, yeah. So there'll almost be like there'll be so there's an anonymity there that safeguards the participant so that they can be honest with you. I get that now, right? So I'm sorry, I'm not aware with that these internet communities in Ireland. It sounds really interesting that those exist. I've never heard of them, so I'd be interested to see how the data you generate from that once you put it through checks for bias or for trustworthiness. It sounds like it should be okay, and it'd be interesting to see how forthcoming teachers are and what the data or what the themes that emerge from that as well too. That's brilliant. They're the only questions I have anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. Great job. Well done.